Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be talking about my favorite products because I've been getting a lot of questions asking like what I do, what I like. I'm gonna try to make this really quick, but I will have more details in the description box. So like the prices and where you can find it, I will put it all in the description box. So the first thing I want to talk about is skin prep. It is very important that you prep your skin before you put anything on it, because if not, you're not going to get the results that you want. So the first thing that I do is I put on some sunscreen. Don't forget to put on sunscreen. It's super important. It helps with everything. If you don't want wrinkles, don't forget to put on sunscreen. So yeah, I don't really have a recommendation for sunscreen. It's just I'm saying don't forget to put that on. Like I use the banana banana, something like that. I use that sunscreen, and then after that I use the Aveeno Lotion. It is really good. You can find this at any drugstore. I like this one because it's fragrance free and it just doesn't irritate my skin. So yeah, don't forget to prep your skin. That's like the most important thing to do. So the next thing is primer. If you have really oily skin, I highly recommend getting the Frankie Rose primer. This is just really good for anybody with like super oily skin, or even if you have an oily T-zone, this would be good to put in your T-zone, and then like a different primer on the outside. What is wrong with my voice right now? But yeah, I recommend this for sure if you have oily skin. It's one of my favorite ones. And then if you have like normal to dry, even like a little bit oily skin, I highly recommend getting the No Poreblem Primer. It's by Touch and Soul. This one is really good. It makes my skin feel super soft afterwards. And I don't think it's that expensive either. I got it in a BoxyCharm, so I don't really know the price. And I don't really know where you can buy it. I think you can buy it at Sephora. I don't know, but I do recommend getting this one. It's really good. The next thing I want to talk about is brows. So after I prime my face and moisturize, I go in with brows. What I use all the time for my brows is pomade. This is the Anastasia pomade. I have the shade Ebony. I love this because it's like 18 bucks and it lasts forever, dude. Like, it lasts so long, so I really like this. And I just use the Anastasia brush to do my eyebrows with the Morphe M432 brush to carve them out. But if I want to do something more natural, then I just use a brow pencil. I use the Anastasia Brow WIz pencil. This is in the shade dark brown. The one thing that I will say about using pencil versus using pomade is that pomade lasts a way longer time than a pencil, but the good thing about a pencil is you can't really go wrong with it, but with pomade it can take a turn to the worst. Like, it's crazy. And then I use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set it all in place. Anastasia, please sponsor me. This is like really good. At first I was like, you don't need to use brow gel, like what does that do? Nothing, right? So then I was just like, I'm not gonna get it. And then I got it one time and I was like, wow, this makes a difference. And I didn't want it to make a difference, but it made a difference. So yeah, I would get that. And if you already have like a really nice brow shape but you don't have like a lot of hair, I would get the Anastasia DipBrow Gel. I think it's the brow gel, and it looks like that. And like, it's pretty cool. Like, it just like, it's a dip brow, but it's also like a tint. I don't know, but it does work really nice if you already have like hairs, but maybe they're not as dark as you want it to be. So yeah, I recommend getting that for brows. For eyeshadow, what I would recommend you get is the James Charles Morphe palette. Sadly, I don't like James Charles, but I do really like the palette, and it's really big. I feel like it's really good for everybody to have just because it's super versatile. Like, you can do like a natural look, or you can do a bunch of colors. So I recommend it, but at the same time it's kind of sad that it has his name on it just because I'm not a fan. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, another one that I recommend is BH Cosmetics, and it's my Ray Ray collab. This palette, guys, it's so pigmented, and this has like a contour and highlighter, and then these are the eyeshadows. These are so pretty, you guys. Like, I'm telling you that these are super pigmented, and I do highly recommend getting it. those are like my favorite eyeshadow palettes. If you guys want me to try something out, just leave it in like the comments below. The next thing I want to talk about are lashes. These are my favorite lashes that you should at least have, like everybody should have. They're the Ardell Wispy lashes. Oh my god, these are so pretty. I'm wearing them right now. But like, they're so natural and they're so comfortable and so pretty and not expensive. Like, it was $11 for all of these lashes, I think. 11, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 11. But yeah, those are for sure my favorite lashes. And if you want like dramatic lashes, another one of my favorites are this lash brand called Euphoric Lashes. These are so pretty because, oh my god guys, these are so pretty. This is the shade Honey. This is the style Honey, and this is their Instagram in the back, but I will also put it in the description. Guys, these lashes are so pretty, and like, they're so dramatic too. These ones aren't, but they have one that's Bombshell, like another one that I like, and those are so dramatic. And like, ugh, yeah, they're just so pretty, guys. Like, I really recommend getting them. And then for eyeliner, I really like the Stilla one. I do recommend getting this one. And another one that's one of my favorites is the Kat Von D one, which I don't really like Kat Von D that much, but I'm not gonna lie, like, this liner is bomb. I don't spend my money on it though. Like, I mean, I guess I kind of do, but like, usually they have these to pick from your points at Sephora. So I'll just like get a bunch of these from just my points at Sephora. And lash glue, I just use the Duo one. This one's my favorite lash glue. Now moving on to foundation. So my favorite foundation that I don't have at the moment because I've been testing out new ones, so I just haven't bought it again, but I'll put like a picture right here and I'll put it in the description, is the Frankie Rose Cosmetics foundation. That one is so nice. I always get complimented on my skin whenever I wear it, and it's just like super pretty. The only thing I'll say about Frankie Rose is it's kind of expensive, but it's honestly worth the money for me. And you can only really buy it online unless you live like near Modesto, and then now they sell it at a store called Glamify Me. So unless you live like near there and you can get it there, then it's like cheaper. But if you order it online, it's kind of expensive just because of shipping and taxes, but it's honestly worth it to me, so I don't mind spending the money on that. That's one of my favorite foundations. Another one that I like, especially for like events like graduation or like prom, that I think everybody needs to have, is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is the shade Radin 2W2. This one is so good. The one thing that I will say though, you have to work in sections with this one because it dries down so fast and you can't even like blend it out once it's dry. Like, it sticks onto your skin. That's what I love about it, but I also hate because it's hard to blend out. But it's not that big of a deal. You just have to work with it in sections and you should be good. It's kind of expensive, a little bit pricey, but I don't mind spending a lot of money on pricier skin items, so like foundation, concealers, anything like that. I don't really mind spending money on that. Another foundation that I like, which is like a drugstore one, is the Wet n Wild Stick Foundation. This one is really good. This is the shade Vanilla Beige. It doesn't fit me like perfectly, but it's close enough. This is really good if you just need a foundation for like an hour or two. If you're gonna like want one that's gonna stay all night, this is not the one for you because this does not last like longer than 2 hours if you're pushing it. It's pretty full coverage actually. It's not bad coverage at all. But I will say this, that one you have to make sure you blend out because since it is a stick, you might miss like an area. You put powder on top of it, it will show like the line of the foundation. Just be aware with that. That's pretty much it for foundation. After my foundation, I usually go in with a contour stick, which I've been doing lately. So I haven't really tried a lot of them, but the one that I really like is this one from Ulta. This is in the shade Deep Cool, and it's not that expensive. I can't remember how much it was exactly, but it's like not that expensive. And this is like this shade, but it looks really nice blended out. I would recommend getting it, especially if you're like trying something out. Like if you don't really use it and you want to try something new, I would get this. The best way to blend that out though is with a brush. Like if you have like an angled brush, I would use that to blend it out rather than a sponge, because the sponge, it's kind of hard to blend it out because that one kind of dries a little bit fast. The next thing I want to talk about is concealer. I've tried a lot of concealers, like a lot, from like NARS to ColourPop to Maybelline to Tarte. My favorite one is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. Guys, this one is so good and it's literally so full coverage, like it's crazy. Blends out so pretty. It's just like the nicest concealer that I've ever gotten. And I've used the Tarte Shape Tape and a lot of people like that one, but I hated it. Like it made me look super cakey and it creased a lot, even though it's supposedly creaseless. But this one doesn't claim to be creaseless, at least I don't think so. And it's like not creaseless, like I don't crease at all, and it's way cheaper, and it's like about the same size as the Tarte Shape Tape, so for sure I do recommend getting it. Next thing I want to talk about is setting powder. My all-time favorite setting powder is the Pretty Vulgar setting powder in translucent. If they have a banana shade, I'm gonna try it out, but this one, guys, oh my god, this makes my skin look super smooth, super velvety. I've never had a setting powder work the way that this has, and I love it so much. It's worth every single cent. Literally, it's so good. That's about it. It's just that good. You guys have to take my word for it and try this out. It's so nice. Another one that I like a lot is the Fit Me powder. I need to get it in a darker shade, but I do like how fine this is, how it like melts into your skin. And another one that I like from the drugstore is the Makeup Revolution banana powder. Guys, this one is super pretty too. Like these are just so nice. I don't know, those are for sure my top 3 favorites. The next thing I want to talk about is bronzer. My favorite bronzer right now is the Morphe bronzer in Debutante. This one is just really pretty and it blends out really nice and it's really affordable too, so yeah. Sorry if you hear the noise in the back, that is my AC because it is super hot. The next thing on the list is my favorite highlight from the drugstore is the Wet n Wild highlighters. If you spray your brush with water and then you use these, you will blind everybody. The next highlighter that I want to talk about is the famous Anastasia highlight with Amrezy. I'm not sure if this is still being sold because I know it was like limited time and then they brought it back, but then I don't know if they brought it back again. That's kind of expensive though, not gonna lie. The next one that I like is the Makeup Geek one. This was actually in Target. I didn't know that Makeup Geek was sold in Target until recently. But I guess it's like a Target exclusive. And I don't think they have it in all Targets. I think it's like a select Target. This is the shade Nightlight by Makeup Geek. It's really pretty. Highly recommend getting it. Oh, I'm wearing it right now. For all of my highlights though, I always spray my brushes just because it will like make them look way nicer. So the next thing that is one of my favorites that I recently got to test out, so disclaimer, I didn't buy this, but it is the Bite Beauty chapstick. It's not new, but it's like reformulated, and guys, I love this. It's like so hydrating, and like a lot of people didn't like the smell, but I like the smell. It doesn't smell like disgusting like how people are saying. At least to me, I like it. So it wasn't sponsored, but I did get sent that. And yeah, I usually put that on before I put like, especially if I'm putting on matte lipsticks, I will for sure prep my lips with a lip balm. So let's see, I'm gonna talk about lipstick, and then lastly I'm gonna talk about setting spray. So lipsticks, I have a ton of favorites even though I hate lipsticks. One of my favorites is Touch by MAC. This one's really cute. I like the finish of it too. I'm not a big fan of like mattes, and this is more like a sheer one. So yeah. And my other favorite is Staunch by Anastasia. This one's really pretty too. This one is actually a matte, but again, I don't really wear mattes, but I do like the formula that Anastasia has. I do like another one by Anastasia. It's called Spice. That one is really pretty too, so I do like recommend getting that. And then lip glosses, my 2 favorite lip glosses, they're in my car right now, but the Fenty Beauty, I'll put a picture, Fenty Beauty for sure, and then this one that I got in BoxyCharm by Appeal Cosmetics. That one is so good because it's like a holographic one, and I usually am like no when it comes to holographic, but that one, like, it makes my lips look huge. I don't know what it is, but I love that one. Those are about it for like lipsticks. For my favorite ones, at least, I have a ton of lipsticks, but they're like whatever. They're not like something I reach for every day, but those ones that I showed are the ones that I reach for like almost every day. And so last but not least is setting spray. I don't have it right now because I ran out and I just haven't repurchased it, but my favorite setting spray, I'll put a picture here again, it is the Morphe setting spray. Guys, the way that it sprays, oh my god, I just love it so much. Like, that's literally the reason why I buy it, because of the way that it sprays. It's so nice. I can just imagine it. That one is really, really nice, and I do recommend getting it. So yeah, that's my favorite one, and that's about it for this video. I had like longer videos, but they would not transfer, so I had to like make this one really quick and short, and I'll put more information in the description box below. But yeah, that's about it. So if you want to see another video like this, but like with my favorite brushes and like sponges and stuff, and like any application tools, anything like that, just let me know in the comments below, or DM me. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. I don't even use TikTok, but like follow me on my social medias. I will link them below, and that's about it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway soon, so once I reach like a couple hundred subscribers, I will do a giveaway on YouTube, and then once I reach like 1,000 something, I'll do one on Instagram. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow, don't forget to thumbs up, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.